Bali's beautiful, Chiang Mai's cheap, Lisbon's lively, but none of them prepared me for Da Nang. It's quiet, clean, insanely affordable, and for some reason, barely on the radar. I spent 30 days living in this underrated Vietnamese coastal city, and what I found was a digital nomad paradise hiding in plain sight. Let me show you why no one's talking about it yet. Da Nang sits right in the heart of Vietnam's central coast. It's perfectly positioned between the bustling cities of Hanoi in the north and Ho Chi Minh in the south, but it feels like a world apart from both. Here, the streets are clean, the beaches stretch for miles, and the city blends the comfort of modern infrastructure with the peaceful rhythm of a coastal town. It's not trying to be trendy, it's just livable. While other digital nomad hubs are flooded with tourists or overhyped on Instagram, Da Nang offers something rare: balance. It's not too busy, not too quiet, just right. Let's talk money, because this is where Da Nang shines. For less than $1,000 a month, you can live comfortably here. I rented a modern, fully furnished one-bedroom apartment just a few blocks from the beach for under $400. It came with fast internet, air conditioning, a balcony, and a 24/7 security guard downstairs. Eating out is a daily joy, not a luxury. A hearty bowl of pho costs about $2. A crispy Ben MD sandwich? Just $1. And Vietnamese iced coffee? Smooth, strong, and less than $1. Even if you're splurging a bit, gym memberships, co-working spaces, weekend trips, you'd be hard-pressed to spend over $1,200 a month here without trying. It's not just cheap, it's high quality at low cost. If you're thinking about relocating, the neighborhood you pick matters, and Da Nang has options. I stayed in the Thuong area, which is where a lot of expats and digital nomads end up. It's just minutes from my K beach, and the streets are lined with international cafes, vegan restaurants, smoothie bars, and of course, authentic Vietnamese street food. If you prefer a more local feel, the Hai Cho district in the city center is bustling with markets, shops, and real Vietnamese daily life. And for those who want peace and nature, the Suntra Peninsula, with its winding mountain roads, temples, and wild monkeys, feels like a sanctuary just 15 minutes from the city. As a digital nomad, one of the first things I check when I land somewhere new is internet speed. In Da Nang, I had zero issues. Whether I was working from my apartment, tucked into a quiet corner at a beachfront cafe, or deep in focus mode at a co-working space, the connection was fast, stable, and reliable. Speeds easily hit 100 Mbps in most places, and 4G coverage was strong across the city. SIM cards are dirt cheap too. I paid just a few bucks for a month of unlimited data. There are several co-working spaces around, but to standouts are Inuvo Space and DNC. Both have fast internet, ergonomic seating, chill atmospheres, and regular community events. But honestly, some days I just worked with my feet in the sand and a coconut in hand. Because why not? Speaking of coconuts, Da Nang's cafe scene is one of its most underrated perks. These aren't just coffee shops. They're beautifully designed work havens, industrial spaces with jungle decor, ocean view balconies, or minimalist Japanese aesthetics. My go-to is 43 Factory, which looked like a cross between a gallery and a lab. The hideout was my spot when I wanted something cozier and social. And for days I wanted to treat myself to a view and a little breeze, I'd head to the Cups Coffee near the water. These places are peaceful, plugged in, and ridiculously cheap to hang out in for hours. Unlike the high-energy chaos of Bali or the oversaturation of nomads in Chiang Mai, the community in Da Nang felt grounded. Yes, there are weekly co-working meetups and networking events. Yes, you'll find crypto brothers, Amazon sellers, YouTubers, and online teachers. But it's not overwhelming. People here are relaxed. You don't feel like you have to constantly be building something or showcasing your every move. You just live, and that makes it easier to meet people and have real conversations. There's also a growing number of women-led nomad groups, local startup mixers, surf meetups, yoga classes, and weekend pop-up events. It's the kind of place where you can be social without being drained. Now, let's talk about integration. Vietnam has a strong cultural identity, and Da Nang is no exception. Locals are generally warm and helpful, but also private. Respect goes a long way here. That means dressing modestly outside tourist areas, keeping your voice down in public, and learning a few basic Vietnamese phrases. Even just hello and thank you can earn you a smile. It's a place where you feel safe, welcomed, but also reminded that you're a guest. That's a good thing. I could do a whole video just on the food in Da Nang. Honestly, I might. Street food here is next level. Every block is a new temptation. From sizzling banzio to fresh seafood, creamy egg coffee to grilled pork skewers, the flavors are bold and addicting. One of my favorite routines was grabbing a $1 ban MD in the morning, working through the day, then heading to a beachside seafood shack at sunset for grilled squid and cold beer, all for under $5 total. Eating healthy is easy too. There are tons of vegan and vegetarian options, fresh fruit markets, and smoothie stands on every corner. So what does a typical day as a digital nomad in Da Nang look like? I'd wake up around 6:30 and start the day with a walk on the beach. Locals gather at sunrise to stretch, jog, or swim before the heat sets in. It's a vibe. Then I'd hit a cafe for a strong iced coffee and crank out some deep work. Around 1 p.m., I'd grab lunch at a local spot, maybe nap or take a break, then finish the day at a co-working space or head to the gym. Evenings were for socializing, rooftop bars, nomad meetups, or just a solo scooter ride through the mountains to unwind. It's a rhythm I could get used to. One of the biggest perks of Da Nang is how connected it is. Want to explore? In 30 minutes, you can be walking through the ancient lantern-lit streets of Hoi An. 2 hours gets you to Hue's Imperial Citadel. Flights to Saigon or Hanoi take just over an hour. And you're only a few hours from Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, or Singapore by air. It's the kind of place you can base yourself long-term and still have Southeast Asia at your fingertips. Of course, no place is perfect, and Da Nang has its drawbacks. The rainy season, especially October and November, can get intense. Some streets flood. It's not the time to arrive if you're looking for sunny beach days. The language barrier can be tough too, especially if you're venturing beyond tourist areas. While English is growing, don't expect fluency. Visa policies also change often, so you'll need to stay updated and plan for visa runs every 30 to 90 days. And if nightlife is a priority, Da Nang is more rooftop chill than all-night raves. It's peaceful, but not party central. So who is Da Nang really for? If you're an online business owner, freelancer, or remote employee who values peace, productivity, and a low cost of living, this place is gold. If you're chasing community without chaos or culture without the tourist trap, it's for you. But if you need heavy nightlife, huge nomad scenes, or lots of Western comforts, you might find it a bit too quiet. Da Nang is a soft power city. It doesn't shout, it invites. Tired of overpriced nomad hubs? Want somewhere calmer, smarter, and seriously more affordable? Then Da Nang might just be your next move. Subscribe for more deep dives into underrated remote work cities, and drop a comment if you want a full cost of living breakdown next. Thanks for watching.